Hello guys and welcome back to West Brom Fan TV. Now, doing a bit of a season review today. I had a bit of time to let that Swansea result sink in. So I think I'm about ready to, put this video out and just say what I think as a whole. So, best way to start really, the players we brought in. The summer, I think we did alright. We made some decent signings. Another striker would have been, a lot better. Asante's done a decent job, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for the injuries, he wouldn't have been slotted in just yet. But he's came in, and considering he's came from League Two, he's done a really top job. Jed's been a fantastic signing. He's done amazing. The guy he works so hard. Yes, his crossing isn't the best sometimes, but you can't deny he doesn't give 100% every game. Swifty, John Swift, he's been decent, I think. He's got his critics, and I can see why. He does look a bit lazy from time to time, but the quality does shine through on the occasions. If you look at his stats, it says it all. His crossing and his ability to create chances, he's up there. He's created some of the most chances in the league. He's in the top 5, top 10, I'm pretty sure, around there. But he's had a good season as well. And then Martin Kelly, bit of a stinky one, but yeah, no one really thought he was going to necessarily blow us away when we seen him come in. The main part of this season, which has stumped us, has been the Bruce error at the start. The signings weren't too bad. It's just, I think mainly it goes down to the foundations and training and stuff like that, because Carlos's methods are just different, aren't they, really? He runs them into the ground. Bruce does seem like he's the type of bloke who would try to be a mate. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not very good in management, really. Sorry for that little bit of editing there. Someone interrupted the video. As I was saying, Bruce, he's just not really... he's just a bit of a dinosaur, I think is the best way to put it. And his methods are a little bit outdated these days. Moving on to them first 3 months of the season, where everything was just going to pot. We were quite unlucky, to be honest, I think. There's a few games we definitely should have got more out of. A lot of 1-1 draws. The Watford game we should have won. We played well against Middlesbrough, I think. Could have got something out of that. There's so many if, buts and maybes about that start of the season. Even that Preston game, we had so many crosses and we just couldn't get them anywhere. Just nothing seemed to be going our way, really, did it? We had that fantastic 5-2 win against Hull City. But apart from that, my God, it was depressing. And then, obviously, Bruce got the sack after the 0-0 draw against Luton, where everything looked like it was going to pot. I think we were just about to fall into the relegation places. We'd had some absolutely abysmal results. We lost 3-2 at home to Birmingham City. The 1-0 loss to PNE sticks to mind. I'm trying to think of another really hard loss, because there's just so many draws in there as well. And obviously, if you don't get points, well, you're not going to get anywhere near the playoffs, really. You've got to win your matches. And then we had the brief period under Richard Beale, which was all right. I guess he's just one of them. He got a win for us, and then we lost to Millwall and Bristol. But to be honest, not really much you can do when you're just lobbed into there. When he knows full well that we're looking for a manager anyway. He's done the best he can, considering he's not really got the experience with the first team. Then our saviour came in, Carlos Corberan. I think this is one of the things where we can't take for granted where we finished this season. Yes, we should have done more. Certainly should have done more with the players we got, the manager and the team, because we're absolutely miles ahead of some of the rest of the teams this division. Really, it's so tight. There's not acres and ounces of quality, really. Only Burnley and Sheffield United really possess that, and Coventry occasionally. That's really it. But yeah, under Carlos, we lost our first game, which can't really blame him for. It was against Sheffield United, who've just got into the automatics. Then we had that fantastic run of wins. Just keeping clean sheets as well. That's the main thing I think was impressive. Just keeping it tight at the back and just nicking these wins, building up the confidence. And it was honestly, it was such a great time to be a supporter of the club, because we'd been kicked down so hard, and then we see all these fantastic results fly in. And Yeah, it's just gobsmacking. I mean, I know a lot of COF fans. So all the banter stopped from them. They shut up. They were shaking. Um, but yeah, we were just amazing for that period until like January. I think we only lost one game until the big clash against top of the league Burnley. Um, so yeah, it was just a lot of fantastic performances. I think everyone was just gelling perfectly, and it's a shame we couldn't have carried that on because I think it was the Burnley game that did knock our confidence a bit. If we'd have got a point in that game, I think it could have been a different tale this season, really. Um, might as well talk about the FA Cup while I'm on the month of January. Chesterfield away. By the way, I don't even care if they're watching this. Horrible fan base, horrible people. Um, chasing me, my dad, well not chasing, but following me and my dad to the car for no reason. Like, it's just a bit poor. I know it doesn't like reflect on your old fan base, but that is so poor and embarrassing. Like, you really need to get a grip of yourself if you think you're hard for doing that. But yeah, we had that fantastic 3-3 draw. I mean, I say fantastic, they are a National League team, but how we got the draw, it was amazing. Some of the best limbs of the season. And then, after that, we went and beat them 4-0 at home, smashed them. We're expecting that, to be fair, at the Hawthorns. It is a fortress for us. Well, it was even more at that time because, like we saw in the season, we just kept on winning or getting draws. Until obviously Sunderland came down and ruined that. But yeah, we've just been very inconsistent since the Burnley game. Really, we got knocked out of the cup against Bristol City as well. I forgot to mention that. That was a write-off game, to be honest. Don't even want to talk about it. One of the most depressing away days I've ever done. And yeah, I mean, it's just one of them seasons, I guess, isn't it? Of missed opportunities. We looked all right we looked okay in February. We picked up points at home. Didn't look amazing on the road, but we thought, with us getting these results at home, that we'd be potentially up there. It's just where the big slipping points though started in March and April time. I mean, in February as well, there was a couple of slip-ups, but we did manage to pick up some results. Mainly the Blues away, bottled it. David, look, I love you, mate. You're a great person, but that was shocking keeping. And Hull was just a sticky one. The Alex Palmer injury absolutely did us dirty because the back line looked so confident when he was in there. It just gave them a bit more of an urge to go forward without worrying about the back line. It's them March and April months where you look at the games we tossed away and it does make you think we should have been in them playoffs. QPR at home, this is still in my head now. Never mind that Swansea game. QPR at home, we should have won that. They were so there for the taking. They were so poor, and we just fumbled the bag. Very, very poor mistake from Peters and Griffiths. I don't know what they were doing, to be honest. It was a proper howler. As well as that, the Rotherham game, that was humiliating. There's one thing that annoys me with Albion, and that's when I know the players aren't trying. At Swansea, yesterday, we lost, but we tried. There's some games where we just didn't try. And that is what really annoys me. Not the whole team, but some players were not trying in some of them key matches and were just damage limitations sitting out. I mean, that Rotherham game, we might as well have just threw the kitchen sink at it when we were 2-1 down. Because if we're going to lose, especially how late on it was that they got their third, we might as well just fucking go for it. But yeah, just stupid games that we could have got something from. But saying that, finishing 9th, considering we were 24th in October, I'm not taking that for granted. And I think Carlos has done a fantastic job. The majority of the team have played really, really well this season and gave it their all. Unfortunate with DK. I'm going to say the best away day of the season by far was Luton away. That game was electric. Connor Townsend, what a goal. Send us into absolute raptures of some of the best limbs I've ever been in. As you can tell by the video, I fell on my bum when we were all celebrating. But yeah, it's just one of them seasons, like last one. At least we had something to play for on the final day. Just got to try and see the positives in it. Obviously, it does look really worrying with the owners, but us as fans, we can't. Well, we can protest, but unless someone's got millions of pounds, we're not going to buy the club, are we? So, yes, it's petrifying, but you can't let it get to you too much because it isn't our fault. At least we're not going to be like the Dingles waiting outside their ground and with fucking collection buckets. I've seen a few comments from their fans on some tweet about the Swansea game. I just think get a grip. Why so obsessed with us? Like, I didn't care when you lost 6-0 to Brighton. Just get hold of yourself, to be honest. But yeah, season's over. You've all got to just go out there, enjoy your holidays now. And fingers crossed next season, it's either going to go one or two ways. We're either going to be in the relegation battle or somehow we might fight for promotion and do a Chef U like they have this season. Especially under Corberan because he is absolutely magic and we're all behind you, Carlos. So yeah, thank you all for watching. As you can tell, I'm pretty tired. The bags are under the eyes. Absolutely shattered from all the travelling, to be fair. And I'm glad we're finally having a break for once. Because we sure do need it with how depressing we can be sometimes. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks for your support this season. I want to get a few more videos out there just as kind of a review of different things as well. This is just the season as a whole, but I mean like away fans travelling to the Hawthorns, like the best ones, ranking them. Ranking away days. I've kind of ruined that saying Luton was the best one. Just pretty much ranking stuff. Maybe hopefully get a vlog at one of the playoff games, even though we're not going to be in it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Up the Albion. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We do appreciate it. And yes, thank you for watching. And have a lovely summer and enjoy all your holidays. We all deserve it after that pain.